The Táin Bó Cúailnge, or the cattle raid of Cooley, stands as the centerpiece of the Ulster cycle, one of the great cycles of Irish mythology. This epic tale is more than a simple story of a cattle raid. It is a saga of heroism, pride, and the devastating consequences of ambition. At its heart lies the youthful warrior Cú Chulainn, a figure of extraordinary bravery and tragic isolation, whose feats of strength and skill have captivated audiences for centuries. Set in a mythical version of ancient Ireland, the Táin reflects a society where wealth was measured in cattle, and honor was defended through combat. It is a story rooted in oral tradition, passed down by bards before being transcribed in the medieval period. This mythic world is populated by larger-than-life characters, rulers driven by their desires, warriors bound by their codes, and supernatural forces that intervene in mortal affairs. The Táin not only tells the tale of a legendary raid, but also serves as a window into the values and struggles of early Irish culture.
The story begins in the royal court of Connaught, where King Ailill and Queen Medb lie together in their bedchamber. As they converse, a quarrel arises over which of them possesses greater wealth and power. Ailill, a proud and boastful king, claims superiority, while Medb, a woman of fierce ambition and wit, refuses to concede. Their argument leads to an inventory of their possessions: cattle, lands, gold, and treasures. To their surprise, they discover that their wealth is nearly equal. However, Ailill points out his ownership of a magnificent white bull, Finn Beagnach, whose strength and beauty far surpass any other in Ireland. Medb, unwilling to be outdone, decides she must acquire a bull of equal or greater value to assert her dominance. Medb learns of the great brown bull, Táin Chulainn, who resides in Ulster. Táin is said to be a creature of unmatched size and power, a prize fit for a queen. Determined to obtain the bull, Medb sends messengers to negotiate with its owner. When peaceful negotiations fail, Medb resolves to take the bull by force. Thus, the seeds of the great conflict are sown.
Medb's ambition transforms into a full-scale military campaign. She assembles the armies of Connaught, calling upon her allies across Ireland. Chiefs and warriors answer her summons, bringing their troops to march under her banner. Among her allies are the fierce warrior Fergus mac Roiach, an exiled king of Ulster, and Medb's loyal yet often skeptical husband, Ailill. The gathering of forces is accompanied by omens and prophecies. Druids and seers warn Medb of the bloodshed and calamity her ambition will bring. Yet, Medb remains undeterred. She envisions herself as a queen unrivaled in power, willing to sacrifice lives to secure her legacy. As the Connaught forces prepare to march on Ulster, a shadow looms over their plans: the young hero Cú Chulainn. Though still a teenager, Cú Chulainn is no ordinary warrior. His superhuman strength and otherworldly abilities make him a formidable opponent, even for an entire army. Born Setanta, Cú Chulainn is the nephew of King Concuba mac Nessa of Ulster. His transformation into a hero began as a child, when he killed the fierce guard dog of Culann the Smith, earning the name Cú Chulainn, the Hound of Cooley. His exploits are marked by divine heritage. His father is the god Luff, and a fiery temperament that strikes fear into friend and foe alike. As the Connaught army advances, Cú Chulainn becomes Ulster's last line of defense. The men of Ulster are incapacitated by a curse known as the debility of the Ulster men, which leaves them weak and unable to fight. This curse, inflicted by the goddess Mocha, is a punishment for their betrayal of her centuries earlier. With no one else to stand against Maev's forces, Cú Chulainn takes up the mantle of defender. Using guerrilla tactics and his unmatched skill, Cú Chulainn harasses the Connacht army. He blocks their passage at fords, slaughters entire battalions, and employs his fearsome warp spasm, a berserk rage that transforms him into a monstrous figure of destruction. Yet, Cú Chulainn fights not out of loyalty to Ulster, but to uphold the warrior code of honor that binds him. Despite Cú Chulainn's efforts, Maev's forces reach Cooley and capture Táin Bó Cúailnge. The bull is taken back to Connacht, a triumphant moment for Maeve. However, the Ulster men, finally recovered from their debility, rise to meet the invaders. Led by King Concuba, the Ulster warriors launch a fierce counterattack. The battlefield becomes a scene of chaos and carnage. Heroes on both sides fall, and the once proud armies are reduced to shattered remnants. The conflict reaches its peak as Cú Chulainn, though gravely injured, returns to the fray. His presence inspires the Ulster men, who drive the Connacht forces back. In the end, the conflict resolves not through human action, but through the rivalry of the two bulls. Táin Bó Cúailnge and Finnbhennach engage in a brutal fight, which results in both animals' deaths. Their destruction symbolizes the futility of the war, a conflict driven by pride and greed. Maeve returns to Connacht, her ambition unfulfilled and her forces decimated. The Ulster men, though victorious, are left to mourn their fallen. Cú Chulainn, hailed as a hero, is forever changed by the experience. His triumph is bittersweet, marked by loss and the knowledge that his greatest battles still lie ahead.
The Táin Bó Cúailnge has endured as a cornerstone of Irish literature, celebrated for its vivid storytelling and complex characters. It has been compared to the Iliad and Beowulf for its exploration of heroism, loyalty, and the human condition. The tale reflects the values and struggles of a warrior society, where honor and reputation often came at great personal cost. In modern times, the Táin continues to inspire writers, artists, and scholars. Its themes of conflict and reconciliation resonate across cultures, reminding us of the timeless nature of myth. Through its retellings and adaptations, the story of the Táin remains alive, a testament to the power of storytelling to bridge past and present.